Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and welcome back to some more Great League Spice. In today's video, we are taking a look at Shadow Banette in the Great League. Shadow Banette is an incredibly powerful Pokemon. It has access to Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Dazzling Gleam, and while it's frail, it hits so incredibly hard. And these battles were actually submitted from when the Great League was here the first time, so this battler has since progressed to a higher level, but I did really want to showcase these battles because Shadow Banette absolutely balls out. Alright, hopping into the first match here, picking up a pretty neutral lead versus a Beedrill. As you can see, the Poison Jabs from Beedrill do absolutely nothing, but the Empoleon does have to watch out for the Drill Run, because Drill Run will do a massive amount of super effective damage. Nice shield there, probably going to overfarm by 3 Waterfalls and Throw, which they do, and if the Beedrill decides not to commit a shield, then this is going to KO, and that is what happens. So they probably have a somewhat hard punish to an Empoleon in the back, and we see it. It is Venusaur. He's not going to want to switch out here, because if he can preserve switch advantage, then he can put his Altaria on this Venusaur. Venusaur is going to overfarm by a little bit and throw 1 Waterfall before the Empoleon gets to their next Drill Peck, so nice counting by the Venusaur. However, he can now line up his Altaria with the Venusaur, so he's in a really good spot, and I believe he should be able to take 2 Sludge Bombs and farm all the way down and leave with a bunch of loaded energy. This is going to be close, but I believe Altaria can survive this, which it does, and farms down. I'm very surprised the opponent didn't try and come in and snipe, and that's why, because they had Blaziken, and it's going to be hard to snipe a flying type with counter. In comes Shadow Banette, and look how fast the energy generation is. It gets to the Shadow Ball already, and this is going to be way more than enough to take out the glassy Blaziken. Oh my goodness, Shadow Banette. Alright, and picking up, I would say, a pretty good lead. So long as you shield the Earthquake correctly, you're in a good spot. They bring in Pelipper, countered with Altaria, and this is an okay matchup for Altaria, because Weather Balls really aren't going to do much, so you have to land a Hurricane to do much. Unfortunately, they do land a Hurricane, so the Pelipper, if they want, can actually shield this Sky Attack, and they should be able to farm down and take Switch, which they do. So at this point, you definitely come back in Empoleon, you shield nothing, and you force them to dump all of that energy into not very effective charge moves onto the Empoleon. They get to 1 Weather Ball, and they get farmed down before they get to another. And let's see what they do have in the back. It is a Venusaur. So going for the Drill Peck, probably hoping to get a shield. Gets a shield, and it's Shadow Banette time. You don't mess around and give Shadow Banette a 2-0 shield advantage. What are you doing? And they switch into the Stunfisk, overfarming. Let's see how much this Shadow Ball does to a pretty tanky Galarian Stunfisk. Oh my goodness. Young man, you just made the worst mistake of your life giving Shadow Banette 2 shields. Oh no. Shadow Ball coming through. You already know this is KOing Venusaur. Never in doubt. Shadow Banette. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Hopping into the third match, Empoleon into Deoxys. This is a really, really rough lead. And so going to save swap into Shadow Banette. Unfortunately met by a hard counter with Umbreon. Going for the Dazzling Gleam. Yo, let's see how much this does. Oh my goodness. No! Stop it. Umbreon is one of the tankiest Pokemon in Great League, and Shadow Banette almost one-shot it. Get out of here. Unfortunately, things are looking super rough in this particular game, because the 2 Pokemon left, both of them don't have great matchups against Defense Deoxys. Defense Deoxys comes out, we're almost assuredly going to be seeing a shield here from this Hydro Cannon, which we do. They're going to swap into Altaria and met with an Azumarill. So unfortunately, it was basically just hard counter city. Sometimes that happens. So, and calls it. Unfortunately, they do have Ice Beam instead of Play Rough. Going to be able to go for the back-to-back Sky Attacks, but they're just not nearly going to do enough. Azumarill is very, very tanky. And Azumarill also sneaks a Bubble Through in between those moves. So this is unfortunately looking like a good game here. Might have a shot if they can farm all the way down, but Switch Clock is going to be coming up really soon. So my guess is the Azumarill is just trying to get the last shield, and then they'll switch in into the Deoxys, which has loaded energy. Oh, look, there we go. Deoxys comes in with loaded energy, and yeah, even a Rock Slide's going to be enough to take it out, so that is a good game. Unfortunately, hard countered in Game 3, but that Dazzling Gleam was insane. Hopping into Game 4, picking up a fairly neutral lead versus Pelipper. Definitely going to be going for the Drill Pecks here, as Drill Peck is going to be applying neutral pressure, whereas most of the rest of the charge moves in this matchup are going to be resisted. Lands the Drill Peck, does a nice amount of damage, but unfortunately Empoleon does get pretty significantly outpaced. The Weather Ball spam is absolutely real in this matchup. I don't think they're going to be able to farm down, so they're going to have to throw a move, and oh, the opponent tries to catch a Drill Peck on Stunfisk. Oh, they're probably not going to shield this. Oh, they don't shield it. Oh, no. And Stunfisk comes out, shielding it up. Can they fully farm down here? Rock Slide, shield it up. And they're able to farm down. Okay, Shadow Banette. Bastodon comes out. Bastodon, another absolutely tanky monster. Let's see how much damage Shadow Ball does. Gets a shield. And going for another Shadow Ball. Okay, here we go. Let's see how much this does. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, no. Unfortunately, they're in a bit of trouble here. Gets the Bastodon to 1 HP. Oh, and the Dragon Breath takes it out. That's huge. Ultimately, they would have won the game even without sniping with the Dragon Breath because he still had a shield left, but what a play. Last game, Deoxys lead. Learning from their mistakes and save swapping Altaria. I really like seeing, like, battlers learn and like realize what they could have done better and then apply it later, even in that same set. That's so cool to see. So in Game 3, if you noticed, they went into a Deoxys lead, save swap Banette, which is their hard counter, and then they didn't have a counter for Deoxys in the back and they just lost. Whereas here, they're actually save swapping Altaria. So that is very cool to see this battler adapting their strategy as they go. Definitely coming in Empoleon, and this may be worth farming all the way down here. Especially since they're showing play rough. Farm them all the way down. And even gets a waterfall through. This is perfect. They're going to leave with 2 Hydro Cannons. And if the defense Deoxys comes back in, they're going to be able to probably land 1 and get 1 shield. So this is really, really good. And then lands 1. This will get the shield. And then we're going to give Shadow Banette shield advantage in the back. And you already know that's a recipe for disaster if you're an opponent. Shielding up the Rock Slide. And they're not going to be able to get to another one here. And they realize it. They panic switch out into Altaria. Going for the Shadow Ball. Not even going for the Dazzling Gleam. Let's see how much this does. In one-shots? No way! Shadow Banette, you absolute monster. Holy crap. I need to build one of these. I actually have one, and I've been holding on to it in my box for a while, being like, I'll build it one day. Frustration is TM'd off, but after these battles, oh my goodness. Unfortunately, this battler did just submit the 1 set, so unfortunately, it's a shorter video today, but these battles were so cool that I had to get these out to you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. The amount of subscribers and love on the channel lately has been absolutely insane, so thank you guys oh so very much. And a special thank you, of course, to our members here on YouTube. You guys help make this channel possible, so thank you guys oh so very much, and I will see you guys in the next one.